Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dan with E-Bike Nation. Thanks for visiting my channel. Today we're going to get out and ride. This is Sunday afternoon. We're either going to do a 20 or 30 mile ride today. I'm not quite sure yet. We're on the Cyrusher Kommoda. It's my 20 by 4 inch fat tire bike, and when I get to my halfway point I will be talking about the bike. I've actually got about 1,760 miles on it so far, and it's been a very good bike. I kind of had a strange thing happen yesterday. I only got about 18 miles on my other battery that I had on here, and it was fully charged from what the display said. I should have checked the voltage with my voltmeter before I got started though, and I only actually got 18 miles and it was a dead battery, so wasn't real pleased with that. I don't know if the battery is showing degradation after 2 years, but I should certainly get at least 25 to 28 miles, or I'm sorry, should get anywhere between 18 to 20 miles going halfway, and I only went 18 miles and the battery was dead. So I'll have to check the voltage on that battery before I use it again. I did check it today and it showed 54.5 volts, so that's where it should be for a 48 volt battery as far as fully charged, and that was checked with the voltmeter. So if I throw the battery on to halfway point, I'll see how it does. Normally when I do a 30 mile ride, I'll change batteries out at about 15 miles, which is typically halfway point. And I normally got about 20%, 25% of the battery left even after 15 miles, so I'll check that out today. I'm kind of in a check the battery out today. Beautiful day out. It's probably 70 degrees, maybe 75, a little light breeze, but it's just gorgeous. Just for instance, I had a battery sag there when I stopped, went down to 82% after about 1.1 mile, but it jumped back up to 99%, so had a little battery voltage sag, shall we say. On your left. Probably be taking the detour again today on my normal trail I ride. I'm only in pedal assist 2 right now and cruising along about 14 miles an hour. You'll be seeing this video in about a week from now. I've got about 7 videos that are already preloaded So this one will probably come out on about the 8th of October. I'm probably going to get a stem riser for this bike. I haven't had one on here yet, but I got to lean just a little bit for them handlebars, so I'm going to get a stem riser, and that should help a little bit. I've also got new brakes coming in for this Cyrusher Kommoda. I'm going to change them out to a 2-piston setup. Caleb's going to help me with that. We'll probably do a video on that, on how he does that. Changing out the brakes. As I mentioned, I got about 1,760 miles on this bike, so the brakes are worn a little, but not bad. I will have to get some new tires before too terribly long for this Kommoda. The back tires starting to show some wear and tear. So I'm looking into getting some tires as well. Yeah, I had to put my female cat down yesterday. That's the first animal we've lost in probably 40 years, because we had a long period we didn't have any animals. But we had 4 inside cats, and I had my female cat. She was 13, but she was struggling mightily. She lost a lot of weight. Poor Ginger, diabetes just done her in. But I think she had some other issues, but when they quit eating, you pretty much know it's their time. So I had to put poor little Ginger down yesterday. My wife and I was in the room when they did it, so they always give them a shot in their leg to relax them to almost to sleep, and then they inject them to put them down. And we're gonna have her cremated. And then I'm gonna bring the ashes back, and I'm gonna bury them in the backyard in a little garden area where I'm gonna bury all my cats. So that was hard to do, put an animal down, but you got to do what you got to do. It's just really selfish hanging on to keep the animal alive, and they're miserable. So you can't make it about you, where it's a selfish thing to do to an animal. If you know these animals checking out, you need to put it down, and that's hard to do, but it's the best thing to do. So I did have 4 cats. When you have that many, you have a herd. Well, I'm down to 3, so I guess I'm below a herd. But we will not get any more animals. I've still got 3 cats, like 8 or 9 years old, one 13, and another one about 10, all males. And we give them the best care we can. I mean, I'm one of those pet owners that take them to the vet every time they need something done. Make sure they have quality food to eat at all times. But there again, that's just the progression of life. I was telling you, I do carry a voltmeter with me now. It's a multifunctional voltmeter, where I don't trust these displays and these bars and stuffs on these bikes. So if I'm in question how much voltage I have left on a battery, I'll go ahead and take my tester out and usually take the battery out of the bike and test it out of the bike. So I might do that when I get to my halfway point, pull this battery out, see how many volts I got left, and check it against the percentage on the display, and I'll have a more accurate assessment with the voltage meter for sure. So I'll be doing that. I'll be making 2 or 3 videos out of this. I'm gonna probably shut this off when I get up to the intersection, and then we'll start a new video up. On your left. At church this morning, and I was informed, and I was really glad to hear this. We're starting a food pantry at the church, and it kind of ties right in with my mobile pantry and my blessing boxes. But yeah, we're going to be doing that soon. We got a nice grant that was designated for the food outreach, so I was glad to see that. Got to get down and visit the pantry in the church today. Already got a lot of food in there, which is really cool. But I'm really passionate about the food pantry and my concern for hunger in this country. All right, right here is we're going to go ahead and shut the video off, start a new one. I want you to share and like and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and I will see you guys on the next video.